Hey everyone, what's going on? It's Craig with Burwell Angling, and this week's Seven Rivers tip of the week is on wintertime fishing and what 3 baits are guaranteed to be tied on my rod this winter. Now, I'm planning a trip for after Thanksgiving. I'm headed to Southern Ohio to spend some time with Seven Rivers down there and to do some fishing. Now, one of the first baits I'm going to reach for is going to be a suspending jerk bait. The old Smithwick's a really good one, but this is a Lucky Craft SP Pointer. This means it's a suspending model. This bait's awesome. If the sun's up and the fish are high in the water column, I'm going to reach for this 10-pound test fluorocarbon, 7-foot medium rod. Super basic setup, 6:4 to 1, 7 to 1 gear ratio. But I'm going to rip this bait down and pause it and let it set, sometimes 15, 30 seconds, sometimes longer. The fish will tell you what they want. I also have it in different sizes because of the bait fish. They run in different sizes. You always want to match the hatch. But if it's overcast, I want to reach for the McRib 85. Now, this bait dives down 8 to 12 foot on 10-pound test, so I can get that bait down. So overcast, those fish are not going to be so high up in the water column. They're going to be tighter to the bottom. So this McRib 85 suspending model, same thing. I'm going to get it down to where I think the fish are. I can see them on active target. I'm going to pause it and see how the fish react. The second thing I'm going to throw is the old Tightline minnow, just a ball-headed jig minnow. This is an LBA Baits Bee Shad with an 1/8 ounce ball-headed jig, nothing fancy. Super simple technique, 7'1", medium light spinning rod, 10-pound test braid, 6 to 8-pound test fluorocarbon. You can't horse fish, guys, but I will tell you this, if you have water clarity and that 2 foot plus, this technique is hard to beat, especially in these winter months. Now, third and final is going to be a jig, not a football head, not a flipping jig. I'm going to throw an Arky head jig, and I'm going to have a trailer with a lot less action than most. I don't want a trailer that kicks. I don't want a lot of movement. I want it very simple. Fish are very lethargic. I'll use an LBA Baits hammer crawl as well. But for 95% of it, I'm going to throw the old Zoom chunk right here. Pumpkin, flipping blue. I keep it super simple. I got some rattles. Now, the reason I like the Arky head jig is because if I'm around docks, rocks, brush, laydowns, cable, you name it, I can fish this Arky head. And you know, if you get around some brush with a football head jig, very snaggy. Around some cables around the dock, a football head jig can be snaggy. Now, if you get around rocks and you're using a flipping jig like this one right here, it will get snagged. I promise you, the Arky head is much more efficient in the winter to fish multiple covers and structures. So check out the Arky head. Guys, gals, if you have any questions, feel free to message me. And like I always say, I hope these tips help. And until next time, good fishing. I'm out.